It's cold, it's wet, it's dark, and I'm about 130 blocks above the ground. I guess you must be AFK in the industrial district. Now everything has sort of been going to plan. I've been at AFK for one night so far, and if we just quickly pop over to the chests, you can see that we have managed to successfully get a pretty ridiculous amount of iron already. So things are going well. The iron farm is working brilliantly, and so far we only have one of the 5 modules. And also, of course, our villager breeder has been going to town, and we have a bunch of villagers that somehow, despite this entire area being mob spawnable, surely. Yep, no, all of this is mob spawnable. Somehow, no zombies have spawned, and these guys have managed to survive, which is brilliant. I actually think that massive pile of lava next to the villager breeder has helped. It's actually saved me there. But on the iron farm front, I do believe I've actually run into a problem which Nembom warned me about with this design and just villagers in general. I've actually run into the same problem that I kind of ran into with my villager trading hall, but it's slightly different in that these guys right here, this guy does not recognize that bed as being his. And that means that he refuses to sleep through the night, and that means that currently we aren't actually getting iron golems. Now, the easy way around this is all I have to do is replace their beds. So it's nice and easy. If this ever happens, all I guess I do is place blocks across the top here so that these guys can't escape anywhere, remove the beds, and then put them back in. I'll let you know how that goes. Not good. Not well. Not good. Not well, please, sir. Just... I don't know what to say. He's there. And he shouldn't be there. Oh, gosh. Please don't run off. Okay. I don't know why these guys are all stacked up differently. But they do seem now to be all in their beds, so this is good. Okay, we fixed it. So now, with it all fixed, I'm going to go AFK overnight once again to just get a ton more iron, because, I mean, I'm greedy, to be honest. It's cold, it's dark, it's wet, and it's... Goodness me. I have a piece of TNT above me. Someone's been over here. That has me nervous. What just happened? What just happened? No way! I actually can't believe that just happened in front of my eyes. That is the funniest thing ever. And they just got struck by lightning right in front of me. All of them. That has to be a joke. Every single one of those villagers has just turned into a witch. Even the ones in my villager breed. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. I'm actually in shock. What on earth? Well, I guess we can't do my iron farm today then. I was a tiny bit disappointed that I started recording literally just after the lightning struck, but I saw it happen. I walked down there to see how my villagers were doing. That is by far one of the most hilarious things that's happened to me in my history of playing Hermitcraft. I mean, sure, okay, I've lost about 30 villagers. And sure, I'm now going to have to come up with a completely new idea for what we're going to do in this video, because all of these have now despawned. But I mean, sometimes you just have to laugh, don't you? That was a direct hit. They caught fire. Oh, good. There's also one of those skeleton horse things. Yep. That's gonna happen. Okay, that's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I mean, gee, it just what on earth? Seriously, guys? I mean, to be fair, they all seem to have died. But please tell me. Thank goodness for that. I thought. I thought maybe one of those skeletons would shoot and completely obliterate one of my villagers. Right, I am going to put some serious glass around these guys so that they never get struck by lightning. Oh, I mean, if you didn't laugh, you'd cry, wouldn't you? It's as simple as that. This one guy survived, so I think I'm going to use him to kind of repopulate the entire area. No, no, no! Why did you jump into the lava, dude? What? After just jumping around my studio room for a while, I decided, look, I'm just gonna get these things back in order. So I went out, I managed to find another villager. He was chilling out underneath the bamboo farm, so I chucked him in place. And then I've just gone and collected another 2 villagers. This guy is just cruising in now. So now we're once again going to have ourselves a working villager breeder. And we're going to have to... What? That... What? He's had a baby on his own. He's had a baby on his own. It's a miracle. I don't even know anymore. What's going on? I'm not going to even question it. Okay, so much weird stuff has happened in this episode. I'm just going to leave it be. These 2 villagers are in place. This guy's in place. We are now getting villagers out of our villager breeder, so it's time to go AFK once again to get all of the villagers required to fill up our iron farm. But before we do any AFKing, there's one very important thing that we have to do. And that, of course, is to do a little bit of lightning protection. Yes, I really don't fancy having my villagers turn into witches again. As hilarious as that was, I don't know if I could face that happening a second time. So let's get this done. Just thought I'd let you know that one of my villagers just died because for some reason the farmer popped out of his farm and ended up over here, and then he fell in the lava. Just what? So after replacing him again, we're now good to go. Please, nothing else happen. I bet I get struck by lightning now. 12 hours later, I think, of successful AFK. Please let it be successful. We are back on the server, and that looks promising. I can see Z-bashing. I think that's what that's called. Z-bashing is when textures are going over the top of one another, when lots of things are stacked into one place. I was about to launch myself off of my platform without wearing any elytra. That would have been an absolute disaster. Brilliant, fantastic, amazing, glorious, and all those words. 28 entities right there, which should be enough for us to get all of our villages in place with room for 4 errors. So, okay, I'm going to gather up a bunch of minecarts. We're going to hook up this minecart line into the correct place, and we can get going. And what's funny is the amount of AFKing that we've been doing to get the villagers to make our iron farm has actually rendered our iron farm a little bit obsolete, because we've managed to get so much iron from all of the AFKing to get the villagers to make the iron farm. I guess you could say that this first one hasn't exactly gone to plan, in that it seems, because I'm an odd human being, I did not place a powered rail next to the dispenser, and therefore, yeah, this guy, the minecart didn't really move forward that far, so then I pushed it, and then it didn't really go anywhere, and I've just realised, actually, it wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway, because there's no minecart there. I really need to start checking things. Anyway, hopefully, if we just push this dude along, he should now be on his way. And despite the slightly hairy start, it looks like things have worked out for this guy, and he's popped out of his minecart and gone straight into bed. I panicked then, because that looked like that was some kind of horrendous glitch. That was also very... That's also very strange. I'm going to ignore what's going on over there. A villager just got sent up and then came back down and died. So I don't really know what's happened there. I mean, if we dispense a minecart, we then have to push it. It then picks up a villager and wraps around like this. Does it just not have enough momentum? Yes, it does. Okay, it's a slightly unorthodox system, but it does seem to be working now, I hope. So we've only suffered 1 death so far. So this guy right here should be the final guy for this module. So this will have effectively doubled the size of our iron farm. They should all now be in place. And actually, if we watch this guy come round, I'm kind of going to be in the mix here. But these guys will pop out. They're bouncing around. And we might have got an iron golem there. I mean, I'm not sure if it happens that fast. No, it doesn't look like it does. Tiny bit embarrassing, I must admit, but I imagine it will start working soon. For some reason, I think it has something to do with them having to sleep all the way through the night. It's a little bit of a strange one. Anyway, once I remove all of this glass, we can then redirect this minecart rail over to the next module, and then we'll have 2 more left to go. We're actually almost halfway done. Except, as I said, I can't help but notice that none of the modules that I've created so far seem to be producing any iron, and it's been multiple nights now. Is he coming back down? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a scary takeoff every single time I do it. Alright, so he's going to make his way over, and that will be the 3rd module all completed. But despite this, as I say, still no iron. Very peculiar. But I don't know enough about this stuff to actually diagnose any issues just yet, so I'm just going to keep moving the villagers in, and I'm going to cross my fingers very hard. It could have something to do with this redstone torch right here. So that redstone torch was actually meaning that he wasn't pausing on this one. Now that he pauses here, it should be longer between each one of the cycles. Let's just make sure he does stop. Yes, okay, let's see what happens now. So he's about to make his way over to that module. We have panic. And we still have no iron. And I know exactly why it is. The chat was right again. I totally forgot. So during my live stream the other day, I was pulling my hair out. I couldn't work out why there was no iron spawning. A little bit like how I was doing just then. It's because iron golems don't spawn on glass. That's why we've built everything out of glass here. But I even built the platforms out of glass. And that means that the iron golems don't actually spawn in the dedicated spawning platforms. Okay, let's get that sorted. I do worry about myself sometimes, seriously. I mean, I don't know what's going on with my memory. This is a very good sign. We have got our first iron golem spawning on this module, which is a little bit strange, to be honest, because I am yet to see an iron golem spawning on this module, even though I built that one first. Is it to do with the dirt? Like, are they offended by the dirt track that I've placed next to their homes? They just disgusted that it's there, and they're refusing to spawn iron golems. That seems like the only plausible explanation at this point in time. Oh, we just got our first iron golem from that module now. So it looks like this is now producing iron. This one is producing iron as well at a decent rate. And then we have that one too. So now we have 3 modules actually working. And you know what? I know they were controversial, but I am a big fan of the new iron golem spawning mechanics. This seems so much easier than the old iron farms. Even if I have spent probably around about 20, maybe 30, maybe even 35 hours just trying my best to get this thing up and running. Purely due to my own stupidity, by the way. Anyway, now that that's all done, we're back to moving villagers. So this guy is just making his way round. And eventually, when he falls into place, we'll be able to pop him out of his minecart, and he should hop straight into bed. I said he should hop straight into bed. He should hop straight into bed. That dude isn't going to bed, is he? Oh, we do have another slight problem in that I've built this iron farm a little bit close to the edge of the perimeter, and occasionally we can get iron golems spawning there. I fixed that earlier on with this module, but it looks like it's happened again. We're on to the final 3 villagers now, and one thing that is super satisfying about this is knowing that while I'm building this, it is producing huge quantities of iron anyway. I mean, look, if you just look around, there is constantly multiple iron golems on fire. And with this, the iron farm is now all done. It is finished. It is completed. I just need to take out this snaking minecart rail here, and then the project is over. We actually managed to pull it off, and I gotta say, I'm really happy. I'm tired, okay? But I'm chuffed to bits. And I know for a fact that you guys are gonna hate me for the way that I'm taking this stuff out, but you have to remember, we are in an area, right, with a witch farm that produces infinite sticks, and now an iron farm which produces infinite iron. So I essentially have infinite rails. All that's left for me to do is just fill in any areas that I think could potentially spawn iron golems, which of course will affect the efficiency, but I think that has to be the entire area done, surely. Maybe that block. I mean, I don't think they can spawn that far out. Maybe that one? Okay, these couple here, that's got to be it. I'm going to say that's it. And now it is time to check out the fruits of my labour, because obviously we've been over here for multiple hours with it running at fairly high efficiency. And I mean, honestly, I can't tell. I can't remember how much iron we had before, but I think this is an improvement. I'm not sure. I decided to craft it all up into blocks, and it turns out I genuinely didn't realise we had as much iron as we did. Because we have got more than one full shulker box worth of iron blocks. I think this might be the most iron I've ever had on the Hermitcraft server. That feels pretty good. Is Tango still selling iron? Surely his iron farm has stopped working now. Maybe Sahara could sweep in and sell it if we aren't selling it already. I'm starting to forget what we sell. And I know I should really be stocking observers right now. I'm doing anything to not stock observers. Seriously though, in the next Hermitcraft episode, I promise, okay, I promise I will stock up on observers. I will go out, I will gather up the quartz, I will then use my farms to actually get those in stock, because I've been meaning to do that for months. Anyway, back over to my base now. I have caught wind of the fact that a certain someone who plays on the Hermitcraft server has filled my doomsday, my demise bunker, with a bunch of traps and things. Now, I haven't actually seen his video. Jevin has done it, okay? And I read through my comments, alright? And I've read through the tweets. I've received emails about this. I've received Instagram comments about it. I mean, it's impossible for me not to know about it, so I've been pre-warned. But I feel like in the nature of being a good sport, I should go in and just see if I can spot these traps. This could be a terrible. This could be a genuinely terrible move. I'm really curious, and not that I don't have any faith, but I am removing my good Elytra, and I'm going to chuck those in my ender chest, and I'm going to put some bad Elytra on, just because I don't want to lose my one good set of Elytra right now. Oh, and all my pickaxes. You know what? I'm confident that I'll be able to do this, but still, I don't want to lose all my good stuff. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, you know what? I'm going to go with all my good gear. Let's go. So the first question is there anything obvious from the outside? It seems to have gone missing. That's that's an obvious change. All right, okay. Here we are. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, I can hear guardian noises. I definitely feel like... Alright. I'm so wary of all the buttons and things. I'm terrified. Okay. We seem to be safe on the button front. Now I'm just curious as to if anything has happened down here. I don't remember there being a pressure plate there. But clearly there was. That's definitely my pressure plate. Alright, we're safe there. Okay. Honestly, I think it's just this chest at the end, which does appear to be a trapped chest. Oh! Wait, hang on, was that the trap? I think I'm... So wait. Now I'm curious, because I kind of want to take that diamond ore. So it's literally a joke trap. That's hilarious. So Jevin has trapped me with a non-trap. I was terrified the whole time. You guys have been warning me non-stop. I thought this would be the worst thing ever. I kind of half expected the whole thing to blow up then when I hit that button. I am still nervous to go anywhere, though. I fell into my own hole. Right. Well, we survived. We made it. We managed to do it. That is hilarious. I guess that is one big joke from everyone there. I am assuming all of you were in on it. I thought this was going to be the world's biggest trap. It seems I have survived another day of demise. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. I can't believe I've been hoodwinked like that. Normally, I'm pretty sensitive to this sort of thing, but so many people warned me about it that I thought this has got to be a killer one. But I'm guessing in Jevin's video, he actually told you guys to warn me. That's hilarious. You know what? I feel well and truly had. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done.
One.